What's up, y'all? I'm back again, and this time I want to talk about an interview that aired, what was it, January 10th, 2022, with Gary Watkins. If you're in the middle Georgia area, you know who Gary Watkins is. He's a photographer, Gary Watkins production, podcaster, model, if you didn't know. Does a plethora of things. Went to school. I can't remember where we went to school at. We have a lot of the mutual people in common. So I wanted to bring Gary on because one, we had still have, but I had encounters with Gary before, prior to doing the interview. And I wanted him to give his story of how he got started, what inspired him, where he, sees himself going. And we went through all of that.
Era where I had a life before social media, the social media era. And I see now where it's at here today. I see how beneficial it can be if you use it in the correct ways. I know some people may knock it, and for whatever reason it may be, but it's really up to you how you want to model your social media platform, how you want to use it.
Exactly. So you can check out Gary Watkins' interview. The thing about Gary that people don't realize, I hired Gary for a couple of projects as a model because I knew him as a model. That's what he was getting into. I don't know if he still does modeling now, but he used to do modeling back in the day. And he was in two projects of mine that I hired him for. One, I did a project for Slum where he was putting out, I think it's TMD album. And Gary played the model who was looking at T.K. Robinson, who was the dancer. He was the model looking at the dancer. And Centrail, another fun fact, was the videographer. His first paid videography gig was from me. And he said that in his interview back. So you can go check that one out too. I'll probably link that one on the YouTube. But yeah. The overhead shot is Gary back of his head looking at her dancing or whatever, and then of course it was filmed on green screen, all that stuff, whatever, so you got graphics and all that stuff in it. The other thing I did, I hired Gary with another model where we was at Ambitious Graphics, and I was working with Jay Sims at the time, and we shot a commercial for Ambitious Graphics, and I got Gary and the other model to come in. And that's what they did. They were trying on the t-shirts and stuff like that, Ambitious Graphics, put it all together and all that stuff, and put that out. So I had, a working relationship with Gary, and I wanted to bring him on the show. I believe that was the first time when I brought him on, when I was doing like Industry Thursdays, I believe. That was the format of the show that I brought him on, where we talked and discussed it. Like I said, dope person. A good person, great personality. He also so Gary is known for like shooting a lot of content that's gone viral when it comes to sports. I believe he did a lot of work in Twiggs County, and even ESPN picked up some of his clips that he would catch, basketball, football. Oh, he's also an athlete too. Forgot to say that. Didn't know that until I learned about it, but yeah, he was a former athlete and then also played maybe rec ball or something like that, or arena ball or something to that magnitude outside of doing his thing. Like I said, he has the Gary Watkins Productions company, and then he also does his podcast as well. So I love the fact that Gary has branched out and been doing a lot of things, and he has thought-provoking conversations too when he does interview style. I do interview style, he does interview style, a few other people do interview style. But like he really, you can tell he really prepares for his interviews, and I want him to keep pushing that because I believe he has a voice in the podcast industry. He has a great eye for as a photographer, as well as a lot of the other photographers I've interviewed. He's very passionate about capturing sports as well. So if y'all looking and you have kids or whomever that's playing sports, hit up Gary. He has I would actually love to get into that arena. I'm just not there yet. But he has, you know, like I said, a great eye for it and everything. So definitely hit him up and hire him. And if you want to learn more about him, check out the original interview. And as always, if you're trying to start a podcast, you know, I wrote an ebook about it. Yeah, I'm going to plug myself on my own platform. 500 million people listen to podcasts worldwide. That's a huge audience to tap into. Don't waste your time just starting. Use your time wisely by starting correctly. Hi, I'm Andreas, and I built Banked Out Radio Show from 0 to 11,000 followers. And if you're trying to start a podcast, I wrote an ebook about it. Clear, concise. You don't have to have the biggest audience. You don't even have to have an audience at all and still can monetize your podcast. Remember, everyone has a story. If you've been on the internet searching, there's a lot of information out there how to start your podcast and it can seem overwhelming. I believe in the KISS model. Keep it simple, stupid. Short, concise, straight to the point, all in the ebook. You can change your life in a week. Start your podcast, launch it, and monetize it. All within a week. You can go to the pay link, check out the book. You can also subscribe to the newsletter. Get more advanced techniques and lessons. You can change your life in a week. Why not? And I'll have other videos too, just talking about, you know what I'm saying, podcasting in general and how to start and launch. But I got a pay link for y'all, so you know what I'm saying, y'all go ahead, hit that up. $7, 16 pages. A great starting foundation point. And I have other books I'm going to write as well. That, you know, over the time, I've had a lot of people say a lot of different things as far as like the information that I have locked away in my brain, how I present information, how I make complex stuff simple. That's what I've been known for, and that's what I've always been told by when I do consultations, and I really break down the material for folks. So keep supporting, sharing, liking the page, things of that nature, and look forward to more type of content that I'm putting out.